I want you to imagine something. Imagine that everything you thought you knew about the world, about yourself, about reality was just a fragment of a much bigger truth. A truth so profound, so powerful, that it has been hidden in plain sight for centuries. The 33rd degree knowledge. It's not just a title, not just a secret society's highest honor. It is a gift that, if fully understood, could transform your entire existence. But the question is, are you ready? There is a reason why the number 33 appears in the most mysterious corners of history, in sacred texts, in the geometry of life itself. It is not a coincidence. It is a key to unlocking a level of wisdom that most people will never even glimpse. But today we are going to break through that barrier. We are going to step into the unknown and unravel something that has been whispered about in secret halls, encoded in ancient symbols, and passed down only to those who are truly prepared to receive it. Before we go any further, I need you to ask yourself something. Are you truly seeking the truth? Or are you just curious? Because there is a difference. The truth demands something from you. It demands sacrifice. It demands courage. It demands that you let go of every comfortable illusion you have ever known. If you are not ready for that, turn back now. But if you feel something stirring within you, if you feel that deep, undeniable pull towards something greater, then stay. Because what you are about to hear may change everything.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound insights.
Let me take you on a journey. Picture a man, isolated in the mountains, meditating for 33 days without food. His mind transcends the barriers of the physical world, and he begins to see not with his eyes, but with his soul. He sees the hidden threads that weave reality together. He understands that numbers are not just numbers, but vibrations, and that 33 is the resonance of enlightenment itself. He understands that knowledge is not just something to be acquired, but something to be lived. And then, in a moment of absolute clarity, he realizes that the greatest secret is not hidden in books, not locked away in temples, but written into the very fabric of existence. Now, let's pause for a second. What if I told you that you have already encountered this knowledge before? That the universe has been trying to show it to you over and over again, but you just haven't been paying attention? Think about the moments in your life where you felt something beyond explanation, an intuition so strong it defied logic, a synchronicity so perfect it felt like a message, a dream so vivid it left you questioning reality. These were not random. They were glimpses, echoes of a deeper truth trying to reach you. But why 33? Why is this number so significant? In the ancient mysteries, the human spine was said to have 33 vertebrae, symbolizing the path of energy from the base of the body to the mind's highest state. In sacred geometry, 33 represents the union of the material and the divine. In history, great spiritual teachers have been connected to this number, whether through their age at moments of transformation or through the symbols encoded in their teachings. Could it be that this number is a code? A signature of enlightenment left behind as a breadcrumb trail for those who are ready to see beyond the veil. And now I want to challenge you. What if everything you have been taught about reality is just the surface? What if the real world is something you have to unlock, something hidden beneath layers of conditioning and illusion? Ask yourself this: when was the last time you questioned the nature of your own existence? Not just in passing, but truly, deeply questioned it. Here's the thing: most people are asleep. They move through life reacting, never truly seeing. But the moment you begin to wake up, the moment you start to see the patterns, the symbols, the hidden language of reality itself, you cannot go back. You begin to realize that your thoughts are not just thoughts, they are frequencies. Your emotions are not just feelings, they are energy. And your perception of the world is not reality. It is a filter conditioned by your past, by society, by everything you have been told to believe. But what happens when you strip away that filter? When you begin to perceive reality as it truly is? This is where the 33rd degree knowledge comes in. It is not about power in the way people think of power. It is not about control. It is about mastery of the self, mastery of the mind, mastery of reality itself. It is about understanding that the universe is not something outside of you, but something you are a part of, something you can shape, something you can harmonize with. Think of it like this. Imagine a river. Most people are swept away by the current, struggling, fighting, resisting. But the one who understands the flow, who aligns with it, who moves with it instead of against it, that is the one who reaches the ocean. The 33rd degree knowledge is about aligning with the flow of the universe. It is about understanding that reality is not something that happens to you, but something you are constantly co-creating. But here's the paradox. The moment you begin to truly understand this knowledge, you also realize that it cannot be taught in words alone. It must be experienced. It must be lived. That is why the greatest teachers throughout history have spoken in symbols, in parables, in metaphors. Because the truth is not something that can be handed to you, it is something you must discover for yourself. So now, I want you to reflect. What if you have already been given pieces of this knowledge, but you just haven't recognized them yet? What if the answers you seek have been appearing in your life, but you have been too distracted to see them? Look back. Look at the moments that shaped you. Look at the lessons that kept repeating themselves. What patterns do you notice? What messages have been trying to reach you? If you are still here, it means something within you resonates with this truth. It means you are ready to go deeper. But remember, this journey is not about passive learning. It is about transformation. And transformation requires action. So, as we continue, I want you to stay fully present, fully engaged. Because what we are about to uncover is not just knowledge, it is a revelation. Let's go back to the idea of perception. Everything you experience in life is filtered through your mind. But what if that filter is flawed? What if you have been conditioned to see only a fraction of reality? This is where the 33rd degree knowledge becomes crucial. It is about breaking through those limitations and perceiving reality as it truly is. Have you ever noticed that the most enlightened beings throughout history all speak of the same fundamental truths? They speak of unity, of oneness, of the illusion of separation. They speak of the power of the mind, the nature of vibration, the importance of mastering the self. Why do these concepts keep appearing across cultures, across time, across spiritual traditions? Because they are not just beliefs. They are laws of reality, laws that govern existence itself. And those who understand them are able to shape reality in ways that others cannot even comprehend. But here is the key: you do not need to be part of a secret society to access this wisdom. The real initiation does not happen in a temple. It does not happen through rituals or ceremonies. It happens within you. It happens the moment you decide to wake up, the moment you decide to break free from the illusions that have been controlling your perception. So let me ask you something. What illusions are you still holding on to? What beliefs are limiting you? What fears are keeping you from stepping into your power? Because here is the truth: there is nothing outside of you that is holding you back. The only thing standing between you and the highest version of yourself is your own mind. And the moment you realize this, the game changes. Think about this. Why do some people seem to manifest success, wisdom, and clarity effortlessly, while others struggle endlessly? It is not because of luck. It is not because of external circumstances. It is because of alignment. The ones who understand the deeper truths of reality learn to align themselves with the flow of the universe. They learn to master their thoughts, to master their emotions, to master their frequency. And in doing so, they unlock a power that most people will never tap into. Now, I want you to pause and reflect on something. Look at your life. Look at the patterns. What keeps repeating? What lessons keep coming back to you? What situations do you find yourself in over and over again? These are not coincidences. These are messages. Messages from the universe guiding you toward your awakening. But the question is, are you paying attention? Here is where it gets even deeper. The 33rd degree knowledge is not just about understanding reality. It is about becoming a conscious creator of reality. It is about stepping into a level of awareness where you are no longer a victim of circumstance, but an active participant in the unfolding of your own destiny. But this requires responsibility. It requires mastery. It requires a level of self-awareness that most people avoid because it is easier to blame external forces than to take full ownership of one's life. But the moment you take that ownership, the moment you realize that every thought you think, every emotion you feel, every action you take is shaping your reality, you step into a level of power that is truly extraordinary. Let's break this down even further. The human mind emits frequencies. Your thoughts are not just abstract concepts, they are vibrations that ripple through reality, and those vibrations attract corresponding experiences. This is why two people can live in the same world but experience completely different realities. One operates from fear, and their life reflects that. The other operates from wisdom and alignment, and their life reflects that. So now, I want you to ask yourself, what frequency are you operating from? What emotions dominate your daily life? What thoughts do you constantly feed? Because whether you realize it or not, you are programming your reality every single moment. And once you become conscious of this, once you start intentionally aligning your mind and energy with the highest truths, everything changes. Now, let's take this even further. The 33rd degree knowledge is also about understanding the hidden structures of power in this world. Have you ever wondered why certain symbols, certain numbers, certain rituals are embedded in the most powerful institutions on this planet? It is because those who truly understand reality know that symbols and numbers are not just abstract concepts, they are tools. Tools that can be used to influence consciousness, to direct energy, to shape perception. But here is where most people get it wrong. They assume that power is something external, something controlled by secret societies or hidden elites. But the real power, the highest power, does not come from external knowledge. It comes from inner mastery. The greatest secret of all is that the real initiates, the ones who truly hold the highest knowledge, are not those who seek to control others, but those who seek to master themselves. And this is where you come in, because the truth is, you do not need to look outside of yourself for this knowledge. It is already within you. It has always been within you. The challenge is not in finding it, the challenge is in remembering it. So now, I want you to think about this. What if everything you have been searching for, peace, wisdom, power, enlightenment, has been within you this entire time? What if the only thing standing in your way is the illusion that you are separate from it? Because the ultimate truth is this: there is no separation. There is no division between you and the universe, between you and the highest wisdom, between you and the divine. The only separation that exists is the one you believe in. And the moment you let go of that belief, the moment you truly understand that the highest knowledge is not something to be attained, but something to be realized, you awaken. Now, I want you to take a deep breath. Feel that. That is presence. That is awareness. That is the doorway to the highest truth. But we are not done yet, because there is still one final piece to this puzzle, one final revelation that will bring everything together. If you are still here, something inside you has already shifted. You are not the same person who started watching this video. Something deep within you has awakened a recognition, a knowing. And now we are going to take this to the highest level. Because there is one final revelation, one final piece of knowledge that will bring everything together. But before we go there, I need you to understand something. The journey you are on is not just about learning, it is about becoming. Knowledge by itself is nothing. It is only when knowledge is lived, when it is embodied, that it becomes power. And true power, the kind of power that comes from deep spiritual understanding, is not about control. It is about alignment. It is about mastery. It is about stepping into the highest version of yourself. So let's take a step back and ask a question that most people never ask themselves. Who are you? Not your name, not your job, not your identity in society. Who are you beyond all of that? Most people go through life never truly knowing themselves. They wear masks, they play roles, they live based on what they have been told, what they have been conditioned to believe. But the moment you strip all of that away, the moment you go beyond the surface, you begin to see the truth. You are not just a human being having a spiritual experience. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And this human experience is a test, a training ground, a place where you are meant to awaken, to remember, to evolve. Think about this. Why do we forget who we are when we are born? Why do we enter this world in a state of amnesia, having to relearn everything? Because this reality is designed for growth. It is designed for transformation. The challenges you face are not obstacles. They are lessons. They are opportunities for you to rise, to expand, to step into your true power. But most people do not see this. They see struggle, they see pain, they see limitation. And because they believe in these limitations, they become trapped by them. So here is the final revelation, the truth that has been hidden in plain sight. Everything you experience in life is a reflection of your inner world. Your reality is a mirror. It is showing you what you believe, what you focus on, what you carry within you. If you live in fear, your world will reflect fear. If you live in wisdom, your world will reflect wisdom. If you live in alignment, your world will reflect harmony. This is the knowledge that the greatest spiritual masters have always understood. This is the wisdom that has been encoded in ancient teachings, hidden in symbols, whispered in secret societies. The universe is not separate from you. You and the universe are one. And once you truly understand this, once you begin to live from this truth, you unlock a level of freedom that most people will never experience. You realize that you are not a victim of life, you are a creator. You are a co-architect of reality itself. But here is the challenge: this awakening is not a one-time event. It is a continuous process. Every day, every moment, you are choosing your reality. You are choosing what you align with, what you believe, what you focus on. And those choices shape everything. So now, I want you to ask yourself, what are you choosing? Are you choosing fear or wisdom? Are you choosing limitation or expansion? Are you choosing to remain asleep, or are you choosing to wake up completely? Because here is the greatest secret of all: the truth is not something you find, it is something you become. The 33rd degree knowledge is not about a title. It is not about belonging to a group. It is about reaching a state of awareness where you see reality as it truly is. It is about mastering yourself, mastering your mind, mastering your energy. It is about stepping into a level of consciousness where you are no longer controlled by illusions, but guided by truth. And once you reach this state, everything changes. You no longer search for answers outside of yourself, because you realize that everything you need is already within you. You no longer fear the unknown, because you understand that the unknown is simply a part of you waiting to be discovered. You no longer seek power over others because you realize that true power comes from mastery of the self. And most importantly, you no longer feel separate from the universe because you finally see you are the universe. You always have been. So now I want to leave you with one final question. What will you do with this knowledge? Because knowledge alone is not enough. Transformation requires action. Awakening requires courage. Mastery requires practice. The question is not whether you have access to the truth. The question is, are you ready to live it? This is your moment. This is your initiation. This is your awakening. The choice is yours.